buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner talking home run. Touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner like all in. Lit the fire when you doubted, now I'm all in. Put me with the best, bring the stars in. Undefeated mode, no falling. Doubted when I lost, slide back when I win. Fade and pay the cost, but I rose so thick and thin. Battles and the scars, see them on my skin. They tried to knock me out, but I'ma fight it to the end, and there's no days off. I'm just resting up a little, know it pays off. I'm just stuck up in.
Welcome back to Gridiron Roundtable, Super Sports Media. We're here for week 4. I'm Richard DeLeon. I'm here with my guys.
Number 1 Sooner fan in South Texas, Chad Foster, here with
San Antonio football and basketball sports insider. It's your boy E. Tally back at it again. Let's go.
Southwest.
No, he. So what happened? He was talking to him today. He made a very valid point, and he said, "Coach, I thought Super Sports Media was for the people of San Antonio. You sound like a real homer when you just hit one school." And I said, "You know what? You're right. You're right. I will change that, and I will address myself as the San Antonio sports, football, and basketball guy for the city, not just for one school. So it's for the city, because we do it for the city.
We do. That we do.
So I don't want to get bogged down with just, the guys who welcome me into their school, even though they're one of the ones who welcome me in their school. But other city schools have also. So let's not do that.
And we are. We're here for the city. We have been.
Yeah.
We have been. I mean, I know we make jokes about homerisms and stuff like that, like you being a homer for wherever.
Go ahead, you can say it. You can start.
No, I'm not going to say it.
You could have said it. You could have said it.
This is
You
a
could
city
have
show
said
now.
Judson first.
Judson,
But really, I started
Steele,
really
Southwest,
the history of it.
Cole.
It all started with Cole High School.
Yeah. Yep.
That's where my start. That's where I got my start. Cole. They opened the doors, allowed me to film.
Where did you go to high school in Pennsylvania? Where?
Alany High School. It's a prep school right now.
And that's in Philadelphia,
Pennsylvania. Born and raised.
They have a
Where I
statue of you
spent
outside.
most of my days.
They have a statue of you outside, or no?
No, man. No, it probably
That's hard. That's hard.
coming
That's
home.
hard to believe.
For not coming home. Why you ain't coming home? Why you ain't come home and give us the love you give San Antonio?
They're watching us all the way in Pennsylvania.
They could be. Shout out to Philly.
The power of the airwaves.
Yeah. I tried to collab with a few people there. I really did. Yeah, I tried to collab with a few. My guy Jason Lawson, he was the high school phenom that was running the city, running Philadelphia as far as my side where I'm from. And then what's his name, went to Gratz, Rasheed Wallace. Yeah, he went to Gratz High School. That's the school I was supposed to go to, but it was a little rough for me. So I was like, hey, I ain't going there. So I went to Alany instead. Alany was Gratz was a 15-minute walk. Alany was a 20-minute walk.
Hear that, kids? When we describe the school we went to, it's X amount of minute walk.
Yeah.
Now kids get picked up.
Yeah.
Get
There was
off.
no bus. There was no bus.
How
There was
many
no
mi-
bus ride.
So it was
not when you're
No
that
bus. And I did get a chance
it
to
was a
ride the bus.
15-minute walk in the snow,
uphill both ways.
uphill.
Oh, no. It was a walk regardless. It didn't matter if it was snow, rain. It didn't matter. Gratz, it was straight A. You had to walk it. To go to the Alany, I could catch a bus, but it was a 20-minute walk though.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's the best place to get a cheesesteak out there in Philly?
On a corner store, not the glamorized, commercialized Pat Steaks or Geno's.
Well, what's the name of the corner store?
And you just go find
Any corner store?
Yeah, find one. Yeah, just go to a hood and go there and go get you something to eat and say I want a cheesesteak.
Off the wall, out of the way.
Pretty much so. You're gonna get some
Kind of like the tacos here.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
best place to get tacos in San Antonio at the off the wall place.
Exactly.
Taco trucks.
Taco
Exactly.
trucks.
Yeah. And you got some, name locations, but I ain't been home like that to go home. Like
I've
my
eaten at
mom
some that you need a
lived-
tetanus shot after you leave there, but it's the best food.
Yeah,
though.
best food. I can't think of the name of it right now. You caught me off guard, but I did try a place here named Geno's. Not bad. It wasn't bad. Just let you know, cheesesteaks don't ride well, So I'm going back to Geno's and try it again. But the steak was really good. It was flavorful. They even have a San Antonio cheesesteak. It has everything on it for the most part, and then of course they have jalapenos.
They used to have a place out by where you stay. It used to be called Boston Subworks. This was about 15. They had some good cheesesteaks there. And they were from Boston.
Well, what's up with Ruthie's? It's a food place down the road from you. Called Ruthie's, yeah.
What y'all don't know at home is we're changing this from a sports talk to
food,
like the cooking channel.
Food.
We're next
foodies now.
Next
topic.
Tally's going to show you how he makes his world famous etouffee.
Go ahead and roll a clip, Vic. No, just playing.
Thanks, Vic. Vic Rodriguez, our producer. Let's jump.
Hold on, real quick. Let's give a shout out to Southtown
101. That
101. Yeah, let's give it first though, because you know
Southtown
what?
101.
They're making this all possible, and they're really doing a good job by supporting us and giving us the platform. And I just want to make sure I give them early shout out to say thank you.
Yeah.
Vic, you're doing a wonderful job. Keep producing. Hey man, you're killing it. Thank you. You make us look really, really good, by the way. And then my guy Jeff Slaughter. He's the owner of the location, and thank you again for giving us the platform and just allowing us to be here. We really appreciate it.
And not to forget to mention, I tried the wings, Vic. You told me to try them last week.
Yes, we did try the wings. Yes.
Okay, how'd it go?
I got the hot. They were delicious. I haven't tried the lemon pepper. I might try those tonight.
That's a good idea. Yeah, no, the lemon pepper actually, funny enough, last week that's kind of what I ordered, but by mistake they brought me the hots. And they were good, so I wasn't disappointed at all. They were very good.
And I was not disappointed. I think you guys saw me licking my fingers out there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Southtown 101. If you're ever down here on St. Mary's and Pareda, stop by. Come on, get yourself some wings. I think you had a burger.
I had the burger. It was really good.
It was really good, right?
It's a bar and grill.
It's a bar and grill, man. Good food.
They have nice adult beverages if you're into that, and they have great food.
Great atmosphere.
Great atmosphere.
It is a great. It is a great atmosphere. It is. Yeah. It is a nice little place, and then we're literally minutes from downtown.
Yep.
I think 7 minutes from downtown.
We're basically downtown here,
right?
We're basically,
yeah, you're about 10
well, you got to
blocks
cross over. If I'm correct, I cross over 35. So that's why I said.
Yeah, you're about 10 minutes from the Alamo Dome.
So
8 minutes.
So again, great place to
Southtown 101.
Yeah,
they love it here.
They make it all possible.
This is this place. This is like you said, it's a great studio. We love it.
It is.
Thank you to Southtown 101. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it. We got. We'll talk about some of last week's high school football. Basically, I'll talk about the school in my neck of the woods. O'Connor had a tough loss to Laredo United South. Laredo United South, they can play some football, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do. I mean, I know I might follow them. I'm not going to go down to Laredo and watch them. It's a long drive, but I'll keep track of them. I think
Max Prep does a great job.
The teams down south like Laredo, and they're just, no matter what sport you play, they play hard.
Yes.
They're physical, a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that when you see those Laredo teams play in the playoffs, when they play against San Antonio teams, or if they come up here for preseason tournaments in basketball. You'll see it translates to every sport.
Yes,
they're physical. They got a lot of energy. They're aggressive. They play fast.
Scrappy,
they play hard. Yeah, scrappy.
Dog mentality.
Scrappy. Yeah, big time. We'll move on. None of us were at the Brandeis Soto game. I want to go to watch them both play.
I'd like to see both those plays. That one 3 overtime game for Brandeis to pull it out.
48-46, 3 overtimes.
Yeah,
man, that is probably right now might be one of the games of the year so far. Huh?
Yep. I was at the Smith and Valley Brennan game on Thursday night. That was a heck of a ball game. Looked like Smith and Valley was going to pull it out. At one point, it was 14-3, and Brennan came roaring back. A couple of costly turnovers, and came back and won that one. It was a good game. Both those teams are going to go far this year. I know you got 6A against 5A, but those teams can go far.
You still
Wasn't
feel
that Smithson Valley? That's their only
still-
loss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their only loss.
Don't talk about last year.
No, last year they lost to Brennan and Piper.
Okay,
That was the two losses they had.
But Smithson Valley still look good. They're tracking
Yeah,
good.
they
right?
look good. They just some mental mistakes late in the game, not being able to put it away. Like I said, at halftime, it was like 14-3.
Well, I think I've said this several times, the last few shows. I kind of feel like it doesn't matter if you're talking about high school, college, or pro. I don't think you know who that team is. That team doesn't have an identity until probably the first week of October. So it's those early season games where teams are going to make uncharacteristic mistakes.
Little mental errors and not being able to put the team away when you had a chance. Costly turnovers. That was the Piper Johnson game. That was a big deal in it. Johnson pulled that one out 31-22, but that was a big deal. The quarterback for Lacombe, the backup quarterback for Piper, because their starting quarterback got banged up, supposed to be back this week, but I think he ended up with 4 interceptions he threw in that game. And Ethan Wheelwright ended up with 2 of them. One of them, I think he was 45-yard return on it, but that was a big deal in that game, was this costly turnovers at the wrong time of the game.
It's those early season games. A lot of these teams, kind of like Smithson Valley and probably Piper, teams like that, they'll fix these little mistakes and going forward. I see that a lot. I saw that college football. You see it in the pros too. There's a lot of NFL games where I felt like, hey, this team's going to clean those things up as the season goes on.
Well, and I think I like one of my college coaches I follow a lot. That's what he talks about. It's not this year's team. He numbered the teams based on when they started the program. And this is team 177. This is team 178. So it's a new identity every single year you're playing, because it is. All it takes is 2 or 3 people to move out of a defensive back, and then you're adding 2 or 3 new people, sometimes freshmen starting, like this and Piper's deal that was a backup quarterback. And the kid's really good, but having to gel for 1 week to be able to play with these guys, that could be just the little misconceptions that's going on the field. So,
right. And it's almost like I was watching the college game the last week and the week before, and I kind of feel like every game starts, and throughout the game you hear the announcer say, well, this is such and such. Last year he was at he's a transfer from
transfer
he's
portal.
a transfer, and that's starting to happen in high school too.
Yeah.
Starting to see players move. I don't know if that's if that's going to be a trend that goes, and
I hope not.
I hope not either in high school, but it kind of feels like that's kind of where
in
we're
Texas.
moving
They ain't got that to that point yet, and like where I'm from in Oklahoma, they enacted that in the state law to where you get 1 transfer. So it's kind of an open campus. You can transfer once as long as the school will accept you. But like where my nephews go in Washington, they've won 4 straight titles, undefeated, 40-0 over the last 4 years. They are not accepting anybody, but some of the other schools are accepting people, and you get 1 transfer, but you cannot transfer back. Once you're transferred, you're done.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather kids just go to the school of their zone to go to. That's that to me, that's more school pride.
That's kind of how Alamo Heights work. When I talked to Coach Brewer, I know we're talking basketball, and I don't mean to bring it up.
By the way, he just brings up Oklahoma stuff all the time. He just brings up basketball stuff all the time. I don't know.
That's the way they do it. They do things there, They want to make sure they keep all the kids in.
That's smart. That's the way
that is the way it's supposed to be.
You build that foundation, and like they do there in Alamo Heights, they do it in the football and the basketball program. The high school coaches are very involved with the middle schools and the elementary schools.
As it should be.
That's what I'm about to say. It should be. It's supposed to be. You have to be involved in your guys, because, again, the more you show from the high school down to the elementary, you're showing the pride for that school. You know what school does that really well here in San Antonio? John Jay. John Jay does a really good job at that. They get them. They make sure they recruit them really, really young. Alamo Heights is another school that does it. They get them wanting to be.
How about the next school up right here, Southwest 21, Lockhart 19? Does Southwest do that as well?
What they won?
No, I'm saying they won.
They're starting to do that this year. Yeah, something they're starting to do right now.
It feels like they're starting to cultivate players
to
coming up
trying to really get into the weeds of things, and and say, hey, you want to be a Dragon, or you want to, Legacy's doing the same thing. So they're trying to, get that pride. That's what it's supposed to be, especially when neighborhoods are growing the way they're growing down there.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of growth happening down there. And then, the funny part is Somerset is literally right down the street,
Yep.
less than 7 to 10 miles. So, all that growth happening down there, they got to do it. They got to make sure, hey, these teams are getting younger, you might as well say.
So what's Southwest? They're 2-0 now?
Yes, 2-0. Yes, going into week 3.
Oh, that's look out, right?
Well, no, we want to stay. They want to stay quiet. They said they want to just kind of stay under
It's
the
their
radar.
year, baby. Just remember, it's your year, Southwest. It's your year.
It's Brandon Dallas.
Man,
You're gonna say that.
You're gonna go far this year, Southwest. Trust me, it's your year. Don't let anybody tell you it's not your year.
See, you can say that, but they can't say that.
They can say it.
No, they can't say it's my year.
It's got to
You
be
can
next
say
game
that.
mentality.
Yes,
That's what. But
Yes,
every
exactly.
game they walk into.
No,
you
you
gotta feel
can
like you're the
definitely
best team in
give
the
that
room.
little jinx that you're trying to put on them right there and say
I'm
it's
not-
their year.
Are you trying to say I'm
That's
trying
the
to put
jinx.
a jinx?
When anybody say, "Oh, it's our year," I can
So
bring
you're
up
trying to
track
say-
records.
I would
of
not-
teams that said
I would
that.
not. I
It's
would
our
not ever
year.
put a jinx on a school. That's a low.
No,
blow.
I said team. I
I would
didn't say
never-
a school.
But you said I was throwing the jinx
You
at them.
can't say that as a fan of the D. You can't say, "Hey,
Whoa,
It's our
whoa,
year.
let's move on. Let's move on.
All right.
Let's move on. So the game you went to, Steele and Reagan. Tell us about that game.
oh, really? You really want to know? You really want me to share this with the audience?"
Steele 28, Reagan
Let's just say
13.
Steele took care of business.
Yeah.
They just took care of business. Now hold on. Now, hey, Reagan had some bright spots there.
Yeah.
The part I saw, as long as I was there, they had some. Oh, okay, they can play, and that's now I see why they played
Brennan so close.
Brennan tough.
Yeah.
So are
I
we?
don't know what that quarterback. I don't know what class that quarterback is.
Are
the,
we?
the game? The really the one? No, seriously. The game to watch is when they play Johnson.
Yes.
That's no
Reagan and
Reagan.
Johnson.
The fact that they got to play each other. That's the game that really hey, someone needs to circle that for the city. That's going to be because Johnson right now is ranked, if I'm correct, by all the polls. I think they're number 3 in 6A.
Oh
No, Johnson.
Yeah,
Johnson.
5 in the city, 3 in 6A
Yeah.
by what the city's ranking. Yeah.
Well, remember, you got multiple people.
Yeah.
So right now, I think Ken's 5. They said 3, I believe. I think it's Brennan first, Steele. I think it's Johnson, I believe.
I think
Yeah.
Steele's number 1 in some of these polls too.
But in the one he has, his guys who you use,
K-Stat 12.
yeah, Case at 12,
Yeah.
they're number 1.
They got Brennan number 1 in case at 12.
No, they got Steele and then
Steele number
Brennan.
1. Yeah.
No, Ken's 5 has Brennan number 1, and then Steele number 2.
So does it kind of feel like we're headed toward a Brennan and Steele class because they're both big 6A?
Yes.
So does it feel like we're kind of headed for a Brennan and Steele clash?
Could possibly. Probably in area.
Well, will they meet each other,
In
or will
they-
they have to go up north because Steele goes south
and
first, Brennan goes north first.
Yeah. And so by district, they'll play what you're saying. By district, Brennan will play an Austin team or a
Well,
Austin
no,
area.
they'll play here first, won't they?
Yeah, they'll play here, but it'll
They'll
be
play
against
here.
an Austin team.
No, I thought they play because they're 27. So I thought it's 27 and 28 play. 29 goes south.
Yeah, it could
And
be.
then everybody goes up north to
Yeah.
play the winners of that. I believe
They wouldn't meet, so they won't meet by district or area. They'd meet semifinals.
third round.
Yeah, third round.
There's
There's a possibility they could have, and that'll be a big game.
That'd be a huge
the
game.
regional semifinals.
Yes.
Hey,
They got to get there
keep-
first.
we need to mention, and we're not talking about them. We have to, and I'm gonna talk about them. See, come for the city. Harlan.
Yeah, Harlan's.
Harlan.
Hey man, Harlan is scary. I think they just beat Clark, if I'm correct, right?
Yes.
Is that who they took out? They just took out Clark. So again, we talking about the 3 schools that we kind of affiliate ourselves with, or 4, but at the same time, we got Harlan out there playing tough. We got some good action going on in that 6A right now, and everybody's undefeated. So you have
Yeah.
five undefeated
Yeah,
guys
you got-
going at it.
You
You
got
got Steele, Brennan.
Yeah.
K-Stat has number 1 Steele, Brennan's number 2, Harlan's number 3, Johnson's 4, Brandeis is 5, Clark is they didn't beat Clark because Clark's still undefeated. Clark is 6 undefeated.
So who did Harlan? Harlan just beat somebody. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. They beat Madison.
Yeah.
They beat Madison. That was Madison almost won that game.
Yep.
They muffed the punt
Late
in the game. Gave Harlan was up 4, and it's crazy. I know more about this game than I did the Steel game, but I was just keeping up with the undefeateds in the big schools. Harlan fumbled the ball. Or excuse me, Madison fumbled the ball on like the 8-yard line. Harlan gets the ball, of course, punches it in, winning by 4 already. That's the game.
Yeah.
That's the game. So that's gonna be add them to the mix. And then I think they've been added. But they're little school, if I'm correct.
Harlan?
I think so.
I think they're
little school. They're little school.
They're Division 2.
I think so. I think so.
I think schedule.
Unless they increase the numbers.
It depends. It depends on
the
4 teams that come out of the playoffs.
So mark that September the 20th is Brennan and Harlan.
That's mark that on our calendars. Mark that on the calendars.
Mark that on the calendar.
Is that a Thursday game?
Saturday game.
The 20th?
Of
Saturday night.
Man, I'm gonna be at a luau. I'm gonna be at a luau that
September.
night.
Oh my goodness. That's next week.
Yeah.
That's tough. Man, y'all really making me work around here.
That's next week's big. So
y'all put me to work already. Golly. Man, that's outdoors on a Saturday.
We got to make sure that those Ray-Ban Meta glasses are being used.
That's what it is. Okay, got it.
That's what.
But you were talking about the Piper Johnson. I was talking to one of the Johnson. He's a vice principal at Johnson, and he was talking about they tried to put Smith and Valley on their schedule because they had somebody drop off. And he's talking about they were playing Piper every year, and he said it's good for the community because there was probably at that Piper Johnson game, there was probably 3,500 people in the crowd at that game. And Brandon Smith and Valley, there was a lot of people. It was probably 2,500. So having big games and having teams that are doing really well in this area, it's good for the community.
Well,
what I don't like is when you go to a stadium and one team has loaded side, and then the other team doesn't have any support. Man, it happens so often in this.
Hey, that's how it was our very first game. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
And that's why I was going to give kudos to both Johnson and Reagan.
And Smith and Valley.
Because those two for sure, because I've seen them travel, and both of them travel well. Even again, Reagan traveled well going to
Steel.
They traveled well. They were deep. They were there. They packed that little, then they got it's funny because Steel, has nice side stadium on that, they have this almost stadium style seating. And they got the old cold bleachers on the other side.
But it comes down to the students because the parents are going to be there. The parents are there to support their kids. So I'm gonna talk to the students right now.
Talk to them. Let them know.
Go to the games, man. Make Friday nights great again.
Yeah,
make it great again.
There you go.
I'm
trying to put those little political angels in here, trying to get us in trouble.
What am I doing? I mean, can't we just put a spin on that? Let's get out to the stadium. Let's get out to the stadium.
Tongue in cheek,
it's a worthwhile thing.
It is.
I don't know what other schools, but I know because my kid's a senior at Johnson. I don't know what O'Connor does, but I know at Johnson they call it the jungle that they put, and they have a theme every week. And they put it out with the student section.
I saw that. It looked like they were dressed for a safari that first game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And every week they have a theme, and they put it out on the parents' page to let the parents know what the kids are doing.
Well, last week at O'Connor, it was the pajama. Like they were supposed to be wearing pajamas to the game.
And they do, like in October, they do pink out for breast cancer awareness. They do different things like that.
We need some Super Sports Media pink logos for breast cancer awareness.
That's next month, isn't it?
That's
October, right? Next month, yeah.
When we're going to games,
I have pink shoes on the whole month.
I'll be wearing pink socks. I'm gonna get some hot pink socks.
I don't know what to get though. I'm gonna get a pair. Get a pink ones. Pink shoes.
Pink shoes.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean that would. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm missing the Hey Dudes this week.
No, because
I'm just telling. I know. I'm just telling you I miss them.
I had work.
I'm just telling you I miss them.
I had work, so that's why I'm coming straight from work. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to. I didn't prepare properly. That's what I'm going to say. I failed. I failed myself.
Don't do that to yourself.
No,
You're
I
good.
did. I failed myself because, as I was getting the outfit together, pressed the pants, pressed the shirt, ready to roll, put it on the hanger. I had to go by the home office. Went by there. I said, "Oh, let me hang this here." Went in there, did what I had to do. Grabbed everything I grabbed 2 water bottles, put everything in the car. And I was like, "I'm out of here." And then I went to go visit Chad. I was like, "God bless America. I don't have
Oh my goodness.
I don't have my shirt."
All because you visited Chad.
No, just wasn't paying attention. I ain't complaining on Chad. I wasn't paying attention. So this week, what we got this week?
Man, we got Thursday night, McAllen Memorial against Johnson in San Diego, Texas.
Yep.
Are you going to be there, Chad? No? Dylan?
Is that a real place?
Yeah.
Is Dylan going?
No.
Where's San Diego, Texas at?
It's halfway between here and McAllen.
So
Johnson's actually the home team.
that's what it looks like. So they don't have a bus. They don't have a student bus going out there.
What this is? What they trying to do for the community or something?
I guess they did it last year. They did this deal, and McAllen was the home team, but they meet at a halfway point.
So neutral site.
Neutral site.
That's a great idea. Neutral sites are great ideas. That's I like that. Are they the only ones doing that right now?
It's the
in
only
the
ones
area
I've-
there,
in-
right?
in the area.
What time they doing it?
It's at 7:00 on Thursday night.
7:00.
I mean, the kids, they should have a bus taking
Tomorrow.
kids out there.
I agree and I think that's what they're missing in some of these away games when they're out of the city is that they ought to offer something. But I know that a liability issue, and because I know that they had the issue in Oklahoma with a softball team this past week, that was sad news. So,
well, that ought to be good.
Yep.
And then Alexander at Bernie Champion, number 23 Bernie Champion. Alexander, where are they out of?
Out of Laredo, Alexander.
Another scrappy team coming out at us then. That ought to be interesting.
Should be a good game.
Those are both Thursday night games.
Yep.
Friday night, I'll just run down these, and then you can tell me what you're looking forward to when we go through. Madison at number 3, Smithson Valley.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude. I'm making sure everybody follow our link and know we're live right now and where to find us at.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's what I'm doing. So I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just telling the audience. I'm just letting them know, give them for context. They're like, "Why you always on your phone, Coach? That's rude. Rich is giving the rundown, and you're missing the stuff. We want to hear your opinion."
That was
good. That was good. You like that? You like that?
That was a great impression of Joe Blow.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
John
That's
Doe.
what I'll be hearing.
Come on, dude.
Exactly. Like, hey, man, come on.
That's rude, man.
Exactly. Like, why would you do that? Like, hey, we want to hear your opinion about this next game. Because, hey, listen.
I want to know who
he will get that kind of feedback too.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, listen.
Oh, by the way, I want to apologize. Last week, we talked about Angel Reese and Chad. Don't want to go down that path anymore. I want to apologize that before we get canceled.
When we get back into basketball, oh man, they're gonna beat us up, bro. I don't know nothing.
So going down the rundown for this Friday night, we got Madison at number 3, Smithson Valley. We got number 15 Canyon at number 10 Alamo Heights. Number 25 Yoakum. You got to say Yoakum. You can't say Yoakum. You got to say Yoakum against number 4. Is it Cuero?
Cuero.
Then you got number 13 Davenport at number 11 Piper. Number 18 East Central at number 22 Clark. And we got number 21 Brandeis at number 1 Steele. Oh my Lord.
Mm-hmm.
That one looks like it could be a good one. It seems like Brandeis is ranked a little low for me right now, but I get it. They played well this game and then they'll move up, but they look a little low for me right now.
But you think they got a chance?
You've always got a chance. They're both 2-0, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They both have to line up and they both got to play. They both tie their shoes the same way.
They put their socks
on.
They
put their socks on one at a time.
Yeah. One leg at a time.
One leg at a time. They put their helmet on.
That's not true. Because I used to jump when I was in the military. I used to jump in my pants. Jump right into them, ready to go. I was that kind of soldier.
The rankings that are on here are from Max Prep for the whole city. They don't do 6A, 5A. So actually in K-Stat 12, they have Brandeis number 5 and Steele number 1.
Okay.
So
let's take it from them. And let's use that. Let's just make sure. It's like the AP poll. Remember the AP poll and the coaches poll?
Yeah.
Let's just say it like that. Let's just put out who's giving that.
So I think Brandeis they do have a chance. I mean, I know some of the kids there, trying to get some of them on the show here. But I when you look at Brandeis, I mean, Steele is going to be a tough mountain to climb, but hey, why not?
Yep. I haven't got to see either one of those teams, but we put in for a request for me to go to that game, to cover that game this week. So
Steele and Brandeis, we'll find out tomorrow. They usually remember they gave it to me on Thursday.
The other one I'm looking at there is going to be Madison at Smithson Valley. I still feel real positive about Smithson Valley going back to the state and possibly winning state. So I'm looking for them to bounce back, and let's see what kind of a final score we have for that one. I don't know much about Madison, but I can tell you this: Smithson Valley seems to be a little bit angry coming out of that last game.
Yeah, I think they were, because they had a shot at Brennan, and I think that coming back off that, I don't know that I'd want to be on their schedule for the next game after that. I know Madison played Harlan tight, but it could be a good game because we don't know what Madison's bringing. Because like you said, they're building up to what we get into in October and putting that team together. But Smithton Valley looks like they could be a juggernaut.
Right, and then another good one I like here on this schedule is New Braunfels Canyon against Alamo Heights. Mm-hmm. That is shaping up to be a slugfest too. No.
Yep. Yeah, that one looks like it's going to be a good one. And I'm the Davenport at Piper. I've seen Piper, and I really like what Piper has. Haven't seen Davenport. I know a couple of kids on that team. So, and that's, crosstown rivalry, so to speak. They're right there in the same district together. Yeah. So,
and then you got East Central and Clark. Should be a good game too.
Yes.
I wonder what uniforms East Central is going to wear this weekend.
I don't know. They got a bunch.
They're like the
East Central's the Oregon.
Yeah, they're the Oregon of San Antonio football for sure.
Yeah, because what was their post was like 6 different. Yeah, they had like 6 different uniforms options that they could wear. This year.
That'll be interesting. We need to get on a little flyer or newsletter from them so they can let us know what uniforms they're wearing every week.
Yeah,
I think that would be cool. And then you got Laredo Nixon at Southwest.
And I apologize, I can't cover because I have date night with my wife and my family. Sorry.
There's nothing to apologize about that.
No.
Happy wife, happy life. Remember, young men that are in high school, one of these days you're gonna get older and you're gonna get married, and you're gonna have a family, and just always remember it's a nice, easy rhyme. Happy wife, happy life.
That's
Amen.
it. There you go.
All right. Happy wife, happy life.
So maybe I'll try to go cover that game tomorrow in McAllen.
As long as you don't interrupt date night. No, as long as you don't interrupt date night, you're good.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can go do that.
You're going all the way down to San Diego, Texas?
It's a 2-hour drive.
I know, man. But at the same time, again, why do we do this? For who?
For the kids.
For the community.
There you go.
For the kids, for the city.
Hey, listen.
For the region.
If that's what I got to do, that's what I'm going to do. I love this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I gotta. Hey, man, like I tell my basketball guys, right? Hey, love things that you get pleasure or you get enjoyment out of. And it's going to be times that it's not going to love you back. But just know if you give the love there, it'll come back.
If you love it, then it don't seem like a job.
That's it. So again, man, if that's what it requires for me to go cover Johnson tomorrow. Now, I'm not going to do like Chad and have the special pictures. You're getting whatever this thing right here gets. That's what you get.
Oh man, Chad's out there. His lens.
Hey man, that lens is
about that long.
He's
running down the sideline.
And I found out that lens that's so much more light in the lens I have. Like I got a lens that's pretty, it's pretty good, but it doesn't let the light in.
Right.
Like Chad lens, it's a part on the thing, right? On top of it or something. Yeah.
I love Chad's
That
camera
lets
though.
the light. So what it does is it allows the more light in. You're still pointing at the same thing, regardless of what's up here, but more light's coming in. So now it projects the picture and it gives it a brighter look.
I love
Even when it's dark.
Because your phone, because he's got a digital SLR camera that it syncs to his phone and it shoots the.
That's the Canon.
Is that what it is?
Canon.
It shoots it so he's live pumping pictures out.
He almost switched over to the dark side and got with Sony. I wouldn't let him know. I wouldn't let him. I said, no, man, we Canon guys, because when he first started, it was a Canon, right?
Yep.
And then
no Nikon.
No.
Then he almost switched over to Sony. Sony almost got him, but I brought him back home.
I've shot both. I've shot all of them: Nikon, Sony, Canon. Sony's got some of the greater technology, but Canon has the better autofocus. Canon has the better color magic. And
Canon's in more of sports.
Yes.
Than all of them, because they got contracts with them. They've been having them for years.
Cannon's
that's what I say. We're talking Olympics and just years on top of years. Well, so
I might have to share that lens that I was using the other night with you, since I ordered another one.
Oh Lord, see,
yes.
This guy's a camera junkie. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if you have 3 more lenses coming in.
I got a new camera bag today and got a new
see what I mean?
Camera lens. It'll be here. It might not be here by Friday night, but it'll be here by the Saturday.
So player wise, the games we watch, who we probably say players of the game, or just kids we want to identify real quick?
God, I can't think of the kid's first name. Glass, the quarterback at Brennan. That kid's special.
Yeah, they say that. They said I heard them talking about that.
That kid's
Kins 5. They do a really good job.
That kid's something else. Quick. He can run the option. He's got a nice arc with his ball when he throws it. Ace. And then Micaiah Thompson at Brennan, the running back. He's averaging at least 1 or 2 touchdowns a game every time they play. Yeah. And they're big.
Is he related to Michael Thompson?
Don't know that.
Michael Thompson used to play for Stevens High School back in the day. He went up to UT, played in Austin, and then he ended up playing in the pros, I believe, with the Giants.
Okay. We have to look at that, because it's Micah is his first name, but that kid he's quick, and in the 2 games that I've covered, Reagan and Smith and Valley, he's had big runs that he's broke loose in that. And then Johnson, Ethan Wheelwright, 2 interceptions out of the 4 that they got this week. And then Aaron Crawford, I think he ended up with 2 touchdowns and probably just shy of 100 yards in the game this week. So he did a number on Piper.
There you go.
Interesting.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, that's a good high school slate for this weekend. I mean, there's more games, and we'll get to them all, and we'll get to most schools. We'll definitely try to cover as many as we can.
Well, Chad's favorite segment.
College
Oklahoma football recap.
College football.
No.
Oklahoma
football recap.
We're gonna take off our headsets.
Exactly. Yeah,
we're gonna let
Chad we're gonna go ahead, because I think
for the next 30 minutes.
I think of all that was the only
top 15 matchup.
Top 15 matchup, right? Or just top 25.
Top 20 match. Yeah,
25 of them. So that was the one that really mattered this weekend. Everybody.
So we're not gonna talk about Ohio State blowing out Grambling. We're not going to talk about Penn State 34-0 over Florida International.
Hey, hold on real quick. We're getting flack for our schedule. We're getting flack right now for that.
There's a lot of
Penn State.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of talking heads that are a lot.
Well, no, we're getting beat up because technically, the voters preseason, we were supposed to be number 1, but of course, Texas beat us out by like 2 or 3 votes, and so that was the talk. Like, oh no, but now. I complained about this. Only reason I complained about this wasn't that schedule made already.
Yeah.
So why would you see what I'm saying? Why are we going to talk about knocking them down 2 weeks into the season? Like, oh, Penn State, their schedule. No, they had that schedule weeks ago.
People going to talk. That's all it is. They're just talking.
That's why they're talking.
Talk for the sake of talking.
That's why it's talking heads.
I mean,
man.
Yeah.
The wonderful thing about all these sports, it doesn't matter high school, college, pro. It doesn't matter. You're gonna run into somebody eventually when you're trying to get to where you're going.
Correct.
I mean, college football wasn't always like that.
No.
College football,
no.
there were times where the number 1 and number 2 team never met each other in the old days. AP, then you have maybe
because
an AP,
of conferences.
yeah. But now,
remember, you had the Big Ten. We played the Rose Bowl, if I'm correct.
Yep, the Big Ten and the
Big Ten and the
Pac-12
Pac-
played the
And
Rose
then,
Bowl,
so
and the
we didn't.
Big Eight
was-
that
it was-
became the Big 12 played in the Orange Bowl.
And we didn't see Big Ten team didn't see an SEC team until like it was like the fourth to 15, ranked wise in that conference. You see what I'm saying?
Well, in the 70s and 80s, even in the early 80s, they did. OU won the national championship 74-75. They beat teams that they were in the Orange Bowl, and they were just because they were undefeated. But there was teams that might have. That's why you ended up. They used to have AP,
2 champions. Yeah, 2 champions.
UPI. Back then there was like 10 different kinds of or top 25 teams, and so you might have a split national championship in a certain year. So you got these schools claiming national championships now from years ago.
I think the final straw for that old AP, UPI, coaches poll, I think the final straw was back in like 98 or something. Penn State went undefeated.
Yes.
They won their Rose Bowl game.
Yes.
And they still finished number 2. I can't remember who finished number 1 that year.
Probably Oklahoma or somebody.
No, that was
Oklahoma.
USC, I think. It was USC.
It might have been Michigan.
No, it wasn't Michigan. It couldn't be Michigan. It had to be somebody either from the Big 12 or the SEC.
98.
I
remember what year you're talking about. I remember them doing that, but
they went undefeated. They didn't play each other in the championship, and they both ended up undefeated.
That was back when they might have been earlier than that, because I think that's when they went back and did the BCS right after that.
They did the BCS because then all of a sudden, and it happened all through the 60s and the 70s.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd have 2 teams that finish undefeated,
and you end up with one in the UPI poll and one in the AP poll and one in the coach. Then after a while, the UP poll, United Press, that was big back then, merged with the coaches poll, and now it's the USA Today's coaches poll.
Yes.
So
go ahead. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to derail Penn State. It's just, my guys are getting flack. As long as they stay number 2.
It was 1994. Penn State went undefeated, and they beat Oregon in the 1995 Rose Bowl. And they lost the national championship to Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yeah, I told you it's a Big 12 team.
Nebraska they were Big 8 then. Nebraska beat Miami in the Orange Bowl.
Miami was a tougher team.
Yeah, they beat Miami in the Orange Bowl. That was Tom Osborne's last year, close to it.
Is that when they had Tommy Frazier?
So Georgia beat Austin Peay. Really? That's what Georgia's doing?
Barely.
Austin Peay?
Yeah, but they barely beat Austin Peay. There's a lot.
So why isn't Georgia taking heat for playing Austin Peay then?
Because they had a.
How come Texas? Okay, Texas lost to Ohio State. So they beat Austin. They beat San Jose State.
Yeah.
And then Georgia's not ranked number 1 or number 2. They didn't get any number 1 or 2 votes.
But like I said, Penn State's going to get their chance. They got to play Oregon. They got to play Ohio State.
Yeah, I think we play Michigan this
year.
No, they play Oregon this year.
No, we play Oregon, but we play Michigan instead of Ohio State.
Yeah, they don't.
They do play Ohio State this year.
Oh, okay, got it.
Do they play Michigan as well?
No, they don't. They only play one. I don't think they play.
I think they play Oregon and then they play Ohio State.
Can we get that stat check there, Vic?
Yeah, remind me real quick.
Penn State. What's
their
schedule?
What's their schedule this year?
I know they're playing. I think November.
This right here is good for TV.
November 1st.
Just letting you know,
they're playing at Ohio State November 1st.
This is why I say having a studio is really like a luxury thing. But Oregon.
They got Oregon coming up.
We got Oregon. Yeah. We do have Ohio State. You're right. No, that's not us. Is that us?
Yeah. Keep on going down. Scroll it. Wait.
State plays.
So they play. Yeah, I told you November 1st.
They play Ohio State. They don't play Michigan.
That's what it was. Okay, we got it backwards.
I don't even know why they keep doubting me when it comes to these things.
This is true. You know what? I forget who I'm talking to, and I know he won't argue. So real quick, I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there. I know you got to know who you're dealing with in life. If he doesn't give you any kickback when you have a discussion with him, just go ahead and let it go. If he gives you any kickback, he's right. Because he's not going to have an argument with you unless he knows his facts.
I try, man.
So, hey, I'm sorry.
You know why I don't argue when I don't have the facts? 'Cause I don't want to be wrong.
You don't be wrong. No, I
If I don't have the facts, I don't want
get
to
it.
be wrong.
You know what?
Yeah.
And you know me, I guess my old age is really starting to show because I swore I looked at that schedule and I was happy we didn't play Michigan. I mean, Ohio State, excuse me.
We do, though.
I was happy we didn't play Ohio State because I was like, oh, we got a chance really to run the table. Because that's always, for the
Penn
past
State, Ohio
So
State,
that's what I'm
past 3
saying.
years,
I
man.
wouldn't worry about taking flack for these early season.
yeah.
Cupcakes,
When you got
'cause they're
Oregon
gonna-
and Oregon
Yep.
looks.
They look,
Oregon
They're-
looks tough.
They're going to earn it.
Ooh,
They're going to
hey,
earn
they
it.
got a good quarterback.
If they're going to go to the playoff, they're
They
going
got
to
a
earn
great
it.
run
So,
game. What Oregon doesn't have, and they show it every year, is how good is their defense.
You know why I like
But
Ohio
you do
State?
know who Dan Lanning is.
But again,
He's a defensive coordinator.
I asked the question: how good is their defense?
They haven't played anybody real hard yet.
That's again,
Just like Penn State hasn't. So
You know,
why I asked
you know
the
why I
question.
like Oregon and I like Ohio State over Penn State, and this hurts me to say it. But you know why I
But
like
you like
both?
Penn State.
Yeah, I do like Penn State, but you know why I like Oregon and Ohio State over them this year?
Don't you better not say because number 11.
Drew Aller.
Okay,
Drew Aller.
because you know who number 11 is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Drew Aller.
For some reason, I got a feeling this is
Drew Aller, man.
Who is he? Who? Okay, go ahead. I'm
He's
take
their
the bait.
quarterback.
What about him?
He's Penn State's quarterback.
What about him?
I don't trust him.
Oh, you trust him more than you trust Archie Manning.
Ooh, Uncle Rico?
Again, like I said, you got to trust him more than
I can throw it over that. I can throw it over those mountains over there. Arch Manning and his Uncle Rico throwing style. Okay.
Yeah, Arch Manning and that grimace he's given,
Yeah.
and then Shark saying, "Oh, he's not hurt."
Yeah, Shark says nothing wrong with him. So let's
Yeah,
make sure we get it
if
right.
Sark
That's not-
says it must be
exactly.
true. Right?
That's not.
I call
Hey,
BS.
that's not. Sark says nothing wrong with him.
When you got like 10 clips in that game of him grimacing when he's throwing the ball, there's something.
When
That's
he
a
thro-
rotator
Sark-
cuff.
when he
made-
throws the ball, he makes the same face I make when I get out of bed and I take my first 3 steps.
Well, I
of the
thought
day.
you was going to go one better because Sark said, "Well, I don't know what your faces you make when you use the bathroom."
Yeah, that's what he did say.
He said again, I can
So,
go to the clip. You,
I saw it. I saw it. I
let's
saw
see.
it.
was
Let
he
me-
saying that he's taking a dump every time he throws the ball? Come on.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm just saying what Sark said.
Hey.
So we gotta trust him. He's the court. He's the
If
coach.
Sark says he's not
There
hurt,
you
he's not
go.
hurt.
right,
There you go.
when he gets planted on the ground on October the 10th and gets drove into the ground on that shoulder, then we'll see if he really is hurt. Or not.
Well,
Let me guess who they play on October 10th.
I'm not gonna fib. I didn't like how bad they beat San Jose State because that game was really over in by the first quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they were just defensively, they just demolished them. Offense, they got everything they wanted. So I just was like, man, come on, that's not fair.
What
That's
about
not fair.
Clemson and Troy?
yeah.
At one point, they
Troy had the
was-
lead,
It looked
It was
like
like
Troy,
13 to nothing or
14.
it looked like Clemson was on upset alert there.
Yeah, it
for a
was. I
little
was so excited.
something.
I was so excited. I wanted that to happen.
Clemson,
But
look, after getting beaten that first game by LSU, they don't. It leaves that ACC wide open.
so let's go ahead and go to it.
bit.
Go.
Hold on. Let's
Let
go to the other one.
No, let him-
Real quick. Hold on. No, we're just gonna glaze
ahead.
over these.
Okay, go ahead.
Iowa State beat Iowa in the Cy-Hawk Bowl 16-13. Baylor upset number 17 SMU 48-45.
Was that an upset?
By the rankings, it's an upset, but Baylor got beat by Auburn that first week.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty good
Talking
game.
that's SEC game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
SEC team. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
yeah.
Then UTSA lost to Texas State, which they hadn't lost in 5 previous attempts, and now they've lost 2 in a row against Texas State. And then we'll go to the game that I think Chad's been
Only
kinda-
mattered last week.
Yeah,
Chad- It's like Chad's like waiting for it. Like it's like Christmas morning. Like
Yeah.
I keep looking over there, and I feel like telling you, like I tell Ryan, "Hey, it's okay, man. We're gonna open gifts in a minute. You know,
Yeah.
come on." So OU, Oklahoma, Boomer Schooner, right? Boomer Sooner,
Boomer Sooner.
Schooner. I keep saying Schooner. I don't know.
Schooner is the,
The
wagon.
wagon.
There you go.
Boomer Sooner. Oklahoma beat Michigan. It was not hail to the victors
In
this
Michigan,
week.
right?
No, it was a Norman.
Oh, okay. And that's why.
24-13.
You're not winning there.
We go there next year.
Yeah, you're not winning there though. You're not winning that game.
So right now, Vic,
Talking about
I
Michigan.
guess
Michigan's not winning that game.
Eric Talley and myself are going to turn off our microphones for the next 30 minutes, and we're going to let
I don't need
Chad Foster to break down the Oklahoma and Michigan game.
It was a good game. It was OU came out, played defensively like they've been needing to do for a while. You've seen that Brent Venables calling the defense was a whole different animal this time. And OU had two. They had a muff punt, had a muff kickoff, lost the punt. The kickoff, we ended up inside the 7. Then Venables even admitted he had them in a wrong set the first play out of halftime, and the kid went for 75 yards for a touchdown for Michigan. Or this game's worse than it was. OU just looked strong. And there was me and my son was following the Twitter accounts, and a couple of the OU insiders were talking, can we say it now? And they're all not wanting to jinx the team.
Yeah, I wouldn't jinx them.
But they do look good. They do look good. And you're going to – the October 10th, you're going to know. That's when they play Texas.
That's what they play? You circling that one?
Well, now that when Florida got killed last week, then they don't know what's going to happen with Florida. But with OU, they play Temple this week at Temple. And then they got –
That's in Philadelphia, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They play at Link.
Yeah, Link, yeah.
And
that was – is one team getting paid for that? Is Temple getting paid for that?
No,
they're not a football school.
Yeah, and I don't know how that contract worked because it's a home and away game, so I don't think anybody's getting paid for it.
Because that's but I'm being funny. They're not, because they are an actual, in a conference. But still, it's just like I hated seeing them on Penn State's schedule. It was like that's just but it's for the city though. So I totally understood it. It's kind of like upcoming game, UTSA versus UIW. So we'll see.
Well, and they talked about the Florida game where Florida got beat by South Florida and said that Florida paid $500,000 for the privilege of getting their butts kicked.
Right.
And there was another one that was an upset. I don't remember which one it was, when they were saying that they paid for $1.2 million for the privilege of getting their butts kicked. So, but when you do home and away games, then I don't think there's any.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything on that one. But yeah, OU does look good. But they have a very tough. They have one, if not the toughest, one of the toughest schedules in college football, because everybody they have, starting with Texas, is in the top 20 that's left on their schedule.
Really?
Everybody.
Okay. But that's that SEC favoritism I don't like. And the reason I don't like is because automatically, because you're in the SEC, you get an automatic, hey, I'm ranked.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because think about it. How often have we seen Florida, or Tennessee ranked, and they go out there and get their butt whooped?
Oh yeah.
How many times? And it's like, but you rank them, because you want to, say, oh, that's that SEC bias there. I don't like. To whereas though, I get it. You're one of the more powerful conferences, and you have a lot of talent. I don't think everybody, because you play in the SEC, you automatically get ranked. That's just unfair.
Right.
That's not cool.
When I'm looking at Oklahoma though, going back to Oklahoma, I believe Oklahoma's they're gonna be vying for a college football playoff berth.
If they stay, the biggest thing with OU, it's what bit them in the butt last year, was the injuries in the wide receiver room.
Where they playing the game at on the 10th?
In Dallas.
In Dallas, it's always a neutral site.
Oh, it's the Red River, right?
Actually,
Red River.
Actually, they changed it.
Where's the
they
referees
changed the site
from?
to San Diego, Texas.
SEC, right?
A neutral site,
Yeah.
San Diego, Texas.
It's SEC.
SEC. So technically, it's a home game for. I know it's neutral site, but it's a home game for UT, right? Or it's just me fans.
It's a neutral site.
Do they
It's
split
actually,
the field?
They
Or
split the field.
They split the
Orange,
field? Okay.
50-yard line. 50-yard line bowl is Texas. 50-yard line bowl is Oklahoma.
Okay.
And let me tell you, there ain't nothing like sitting at the 50-yard line and the
Of
guys.
course. How much are those tickets going for?
$785 a ticket.
Chump change for
if you're in the end
Italy.
zone, it's $785 a ticket. If you're at the 50-yard line, it's about $1,800 a ticket.
$1,800
can they
and a
do
knuckle
that?
sandwich.
Yeah,
Can they do that?
yeah. Unfortunately,
Because it's not a Super Bowl. Because it's identified as the Red River.
it's
Red River
colleges.
River Shootout.
Yeah. So since they put a name on it, they're allowed to do
It
that.
used to be called the Red
sound like one of
River
those- hey.
rivalry.
No, it's called Red River Rivalry now.
Now
It used to be the Red
Red
River
River
Shootout. But we get a little soft.
I
And
sound like one of those AAU parents just now.
we got to pay for parking.
Why do they charge
And
so
we got-
much?
I already paid for little Skippy.
Can they do this?
I-
Is this sanctioned? Are these sanctioned games?
it's crazy because I looked at because me and my kid both being huge OU fans, I looked at the Michigan game. They finally went down. What was it? Wednesday night before the game, they went down to $250, $300 a ticket. Face value was $92 a ticket, and they went down to just under $300. I looked at because OU travels to Tennessee, and that's a stadium that me and Dylan's talked about wanting to go to.
Neyland Stadium.
Neyland Stadium, and it's $400 a ticket there.
Is it because they get NIL money? Is that why the price is so pricey?
Well, no, that's because the corn dogs are $20 a pop.
Yeah.
But the corn dogs are about that long, though. Give them a break.
But hey,
I'm
now,
not.
if you go to OU Texas, they are. That's because you have to go through the state fair to
Yeah.
get to the Cotton Bowl.
Big
not-
Tex is there.
Yeah.
I'm not doing what's it called anymore. I'm not doing hot dogs anymore at the events. I gotta find something else to eat.
Why?
Just found out how unhealthy they are. Yeah, I'm on my healthy kick right now.
You just heard about that?
Well, I knew about it, but at the same time, it was just so good. So at the same time, I was enjoying it. But
What do
now,
the kids call them glizzies?
no, don't do that. Don't ruin it for me. Don't do that.
That's
Oh,
what
I
the
used to
kids
hate
call
when
them.
he's shut. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say that. What's next?
All
Shay?
right.
What's
We
next,
got
Shay?
upcoming. We got the number 4 Oregon Ducks. They're traveling to
Glizzies.
Chicago to play Northwestern. That ought to be a pretty decent game. Northwestern's making a little bit of noise. I think Oregon's going to win that one.
They
But
should blow them out.
Why do we have Why do we have number 13 Oklahoma on against Temple?
I'm
Because
going
they're
to
number-
the ranked teams.
They're number 13.
Yeah.
No, but
Come on,
Temple,
man. They're
come on.
13.
Come on, Temple.
Should be in
Well,
the
I
top 10.
told you they're a basketball team.
I think Oklahoma should be in the top 10. I
Yeah.
agree with you on that.
Yeah. Well, really? Who they beat? Okay, no, because they beat. Okay, you're
Yeah,
right. You're right. You're
Michigan.
right. You're right.
Well,
you're
and
right,
I
you're
was
right,
wrong.
you're right.
They play Temple this week, and next week they play Auburn in Norman, and so that'll be a good one
Yeah, that's the
because
game.
that's when Jackson Arnold comes back.
Yeah, that's going to see if y'all really about this SEC life.
Yeah,
Wisconsin at number 19, Alabama.
that one when they made that game, they were both highly touted teams. Wisconsin's kind of on the down, but Luke Fickell gets his kids ready. That's going to be we don't know what Alabama team's going to show up.
That's going to be hard, though. It's going to be in Alabama. That's
it's
hard to play. That's hard to play. I don't care what coach you got in Alabama. That's a
He's
tough
dead,
place to
he's
play.
dead man walking right now.
Yeah, he is. That lady on the Alabama news station down there was talking about she wanted to win the lottery. She could buy out his contract and fire him.
Damn, I could think of so many better things to
Oh,
do
you-
with
you
if I
will.
won the lottery than that.
Because his
Not by his contract.
yeah, because his buyout's $75 million, I think is what his buyout is.
When I win the lottery, y'all are gonna know because I'm gonna order walk on everything.
Yeah, shoot. I win the lottery, you never see me again.
Put walk on it. Put some walk on that.
The big game of the weekend is College Game Day is going to be at number 6 Georgia at number 15 Tennessee. It's going to be a big test for both of them. I think Georgia's they haven't showed nothing yet, and Tennessee's showed stuff. That Aguilera that they got from UCLA with the quarterback trade they did, I think that's going to be a good game. I think Game Day picked a good
Well,
one.
Tennessee's undefeated, right?
Both of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Tennessee, they guy went to where?
Nico went to UCLA, and then
UCLA,
Joey
yeah.
Aguilera came from UCLA to
Yeah,
Tennessee.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
the first ever trade in college football.
Yeah, that's his trade.
Then you got the red hot South Florida team at Miami after they upset Florida. Now they're going to go to Miami to see if they can do the same thing. If that South Florida team beats that Miami team, that South Florida coach is going to be coaching big time school.
They'll be at Alabama next year.
Yeah.
Facts. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, if you win that game, you're gonna be the next Alabama coach.
Or the next Florida coach.
Or the next Florida coach, yeah.
Because I'm telling you, the Florida coach, he was already on a hot seat last year with all the way they went last year. Him and the Florida State both were. Now they're doing it again this year. He could be at Florida next year because they play LSU. It ain't like they're like I said, OU and Florida are ranked 1 and 2 as the toughest schedules in college football this year. So Florida is not getting any easier coming into
SEC
LSU.
bias. See what I mean?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You SEC, you automatically get on there. Oh, you gonna rank you. See what happened? Y'all beat Michigan.
That's
Look
'cause
what
they got
happened.
all those damn-
Nothing.
They got all those
Nothing.
damn basketball schools in the
Hey,
Big
did
Ten.
y'all even go anywhere when y'all move at all when y'all beat Michigan?
We went from 18 to 13.
Okay, you did. You moved 5
And
spots.
just think
All right,
about it
good,
though. The
good.
last two national champions were Big Ten.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
But when you play SEC,
But-
it's like, oh, we gonna.
I
know,
told you
problem-
already. I think the
10.
Big Ten is a better conference than
It is. It
Okay,
the
is.
SEC.
Hands
On the
down.
top half. The problem is there's more. Big Ten is more top heavy than what the SEC. SEC is more solid throughout. You only have Vanderbilt that you're like, what? Kentucky.
Vanderbilt was good last year,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, they beat Alabama.
Yeah, they beat
They beat Alabama.
But you got
Yeah.
Vanderbilt and Kentucky that are not known as football schools, but the rest of them are. South Carolina is upcoming. Tennessee, they're all known. In the Big Ten,
So you're saying you got Minnesota, Purdue,
Northwestern,
Northwestern,
Rutgers.
but those teams routinely end up in the top 25.
They do.
You know,
They do, but
They do.
yeah,
I mean, how many times is
But
Northwestern?
they're in the back end. He's right about that. They're in the back end. They're 15 to 25.
So once you get past Ohio State, Michigan, Nebraska's trying to crack back into that.
No.
Penn State,
those three.
Oregon.
Now Oregon's in there. USC, UCLA.
Nebraska's,
They haven't done nothing. Big Ten, yes sir.
When did we pick them up?
When they picked up Missouri.
We didn't
No,
pick up
Missouri went to SEC.
Yeah,
When
we did pick-
Missouri went to SEC.
You're right. They did. I remember
Nebraska
now. Yes.
and Colorado.
Yes. No.
Nebraska. Who was the other?
It wasn't. It was.
No, it was just Nebraska by themselves.
Well, no, we picked up Rutgers. I think we picked up Rutgers.
That's when you
too.
picked up Rutgers.
Yeah, I think so. I think we were Big 11 at first. I think we were some weird number. We were for a while. Because we still had over in the numbers we needed though. But you're right. You're right. Let me look that up.
Good old days when Nebraska and Oklahoma was a
Vic, can you look that up?
rivalry.
Big Eight.
When did Nebraska become part of the Big Ten?
Then you got the Arkansas, Ole Miss.
Vic's like, let me finish my hot wings,
Yeah.
man.
You ain't got no hot wings over there because I'm gonna be mad if you got them hot wings. I ain't gonna lie. I think I might join you tonight.
And hot wings.
Yes, I might join.
It's a hot wing kind of night now.
It is. It is. It is.
What do you think about the 16 A&M traveling to Notre Dame?
That's the game.
I was surprised that they did the Georgia Tennessee game and not the A&M
Yeah,
Notre Dame game.
I'm because Notre Dame got a loss, right?
That's why.
Notre Dame
And then-
won at Texas A&M last year.
And they play that schedule. They play that tough schedule that we talk about. That we all say they should get more. I think they should get more love when they schedule. My opinion, because they travel a lot. What you got, Vic?
So it says here they've been in the Big Ten since 2011.
Yeah. See,
They left before Texas
way
and
before.
Oklahoma. They left when A&M left. Didn't A&M leave like in 2011?
Yeah,
A-
he's right. I think
A&M,
Missouri.
Missouri, and A&M and Missouri went to the SEC.
Nebraska.
Nebraska went to the
Big Ten.
Big Ten, and Colorado went to the Pac-12.
Right.
All at the same time.
Yeah, because 4 schools left.
And
And that's why they stopped being.
Now
the,
Colorado's back, right?
Now
yes.
Colorado's back. But when they did that, that's when they added Cincinnati, Houston, South Florida.
They won last week too.
Prime time. Prime time.
We didn't mention them at all.
Colorado won.
No. We didn't mention them at all. Like we got to start adding them because that's his guy. He's a Dion guy.
Mhm.
He wants to see him in the Cowboys outfit.
Yeah, he does.
I'm going for Texas A&M against Notre Dame, but I think that's
All right.
gonna be a tough game.
Before we hit the NFL,
Notre Dame's
and get
gonna-
ready for our
Notre-
interview, then we need to do our pick.
No, we got time.
We're gonna
We
do
can do a recap, NFL recap.
and then we're gonna pick between college and NFL.
We usually do college, don't
We
we?
usually
Yeah, I'm
do
not
college.
messing with that NFL stuff.
Yeah, that's why I was saying we're done with college. We do our pick.
I'll start them off this week. No, you go ahead.
You want to do the recap real quick at NFL?
Well, let's go. Let's do our picks right
Do
now.
our pick. Okay,
Let's
go.
do our picks.
All right, go. Who's first? Who's going first? Who's jumping out there?
I think Chad's gonna pick Oklahoma over Temple.
No, it's an easy one.
Real quick, hold on. What's Chad's record?
He's probably 2-0 or 3-0.
You know.
He's
2-0.
2-0.
He's 2-0.
All
I'm
right.
1-1.
All right,
One and
I'm
one
gonna-
too.
I'm gonna go on a limb to see if I join you guys on the one-loss deal. I'm gonna pick South Florida upset Miami.
Man,
Awesome.
that's almost as crazy as me picking UTSA.
I think
Oh.
South Florida is coming off a high. I think they're
I'm actually 0-2. I picked UTSA 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I'm 1-1
so
then.
I'm 0-2.
Yeah, I went with you on that crazy pick. Oh, I shouldn't have, but it's all good.
So you're taking South Florida against Miami. Nice pick.
Who you got?
That's a good pick, but not so fast, my friend. I got a better pick right here.
What you got?
I got Notre Dame taking on A&M and beating A&M by 10 points.
Ooh, you gutsy. You going like
I'm going to say it's going to be 31-21.
okay.
I mean, don't worry about the score. I'm picking Notre Dame, but I do think it's going to be about a 10-point.
You really think so?
Yeah, I think so. They're at home.
They're going home, right?
They're going home.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a little salty after that Miami game. I think Notre Dame. Marcus Freeman. I'm such a Marcus Freeman fan.
Yes.
I mean, Marcus Freeman, he's gonna win a national. It's hard to win a national title at Notre Dame just because all the cards are stacked against them. They're not in the conference. They have to play a tough schedule every year.
And their
academics keep a lot of those Florida kids out of Notre Dame. I hate the California kids, whatever, that are going to Alabama and Georgia and places like that. But I have a feeling Marcus Freeman, he's the right guy for that job. He's the right guy for any job.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I like Marcus.
Well, since we're all taking ranked teams, because Chad's taking South Florida over Miami. You're taking the
Notre Dame over Texas
A&M. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna go out there too. I'm gonna just put myself out there. I'm going Georgia over Tennessee. In Tennessee, that's a tough place to be. That's a tough place to win.
At Ralph Neyland Stadium.
That's a tough place to win right there. That's a tough place to win.
On Rocky Top.
Do they still have the checkerboard?
Both teams are 2-0.
Yes, they do. They still have the checkerboard end zones.
Nice. I love that tradition right there.
And if you ever watch them when I watched a deal the other day talking about the top 10 college football entrances, and they're one of the top because they form their cheerleaders and stuff form a T, and the band form a T, and the team runs out through the T.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, that's my pick.
So Tennessee or
Georgia?
Georgia
over
Tennessee.
Going Georgia. They're playing in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So they're starting the gauntlet, as SE fans usually say.
Didn't a lot of SEC teams used to have that checkerboard end zone back in the day? Didn't Alabama have it too?
Alabama had it too with the red and white.
I can't answer that question.
And then
Big Ten
Florida used to have the little diamond shapes in their end zones.
I think so.
Notre Dame still has the diagonal lines in their end zone.
Yeah, Notre Dame. That's the old practice field. The way theirs looks.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's got
I love it.
They don't say Notre Dame or Fighting Irish.
And I think even at midfield they just have a little circle, right?
Yeah. Now there's because of NIL, there's a lot of teams that are making announcements where they have field sponsors. Oh, you made a big one this weekend. The Riverwind Casino in Norman is their field sponsor.
Supposed to be. Hey, man,
Put that money out there.
Yeah, exactly. So we're talking NFL.
This game brought to you by Tough Actin' Tenactin.
Talking NFL. He has it on the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
The first game, Thursday night.
That's a spitting game. That's what he called it. He called it right here on the sheet there. He didn't call it just a win by the Super Bowl champion. He didn't call it Super Bowl champion revenge or anything like that. He just spitting game. So I guess we got to talk about.
It's unfortunate that we have to call.
So do we have to talk about that then?
Right? I guess we have to talk about
mention
it.
If
you put it out there, I guess.
Yeah, are we going to really tell the truth?
No, I mean,
and say how the quarterback enticed.
Oh, we're going to talk about the spitting. We're not going to talk about the game.
No, I'm asking because the incident was.
I think we talk about
a bad act.
I think we talk about the
but
game.
I think he was incited.
I think we talk about the game because
leave that alone.
I don't want to give any more attention to that kind of act
because
you saw
behavior, negative behavior.
It happened the next day
in the Florida game.
Saturday in the Florida game.
But didn't somebody get slapped? Somebody got slapped this weekend.
Yeah, it was one of the college games. The kid got slapped in the
right.
See,
it's just, but like you said,
violence.
They
didn't listen to me week 1.
No, they did.
Week 0. Remember? I said that.
Mhm.
No, man, just be a fan. Just
Yeah.
all right.
Hey,
Okay.
How
all
about
right.
the Texans fan that got bloodied up? The woman at the
Well-
Rams game.
Well, the Buffalo Bill kid the kid for the Buffalo Bill fan. He got in trouble at the game because he shoved one of the deals, and Lamar Jackson shoved him back.
He should have, by the way.
And
And
now he's got a neck brace on. You
Yeah,
saw that?
He should have.
now he's
He should have. He should have put his hands on that football
He
guy.
should have. Lamar Jackson should have pulled him into
'Cause
the field and
He
said,
hit his head like that. That's what he did. Like that.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
and so he's banned from any NFL
Yeah,
stadium.
it should be.
good.
I
Good.
think this
I'm tired of fans wanting to be part of the game.
Yeah.
That's-
But we're
Hey, if
missing.
you want to be part of the game, put the damn pads on.
We're missing the game.
They're not good enough. They're not good enough to put their pads on.
We're
Well, I
missing the
mean,
game.
What game did I miss?
I think you missed the. Hold on. Let me
Is
do
it-
one.
Got the Eagles.
Of
won.
course.
Chargers
Of
beat the
course.
Chiefs. The Buccaneers beat the Falcons. The Lions, that a lot of people were picking to be Super Bowl team, got beat by the Packers.
You forgot the Vikings and the Bears. Did you have that one?
No, I don't have that one.
That was.
that
So
was Monday Night Football.
that's the only two. I don't really want to talk about those other games. They were just part of the NFL. But the last two games of the
Ravens.
weekend
The Ravens
were
and
the
Bills.
best two games. Like if you
Yes.
didn't have popcorn, you wouldn't eat that, eating your popcorn and watch that game. You missed out on a lot.
Look,
That Ravens Bill game was.
I got to tell you, the
everything
Ravens
it built.
Bills game. I mean, same. I mean,
Hey,
I think the primetime games this week, the
Hey.
Eagles and Cowboys, the Bills and the
hey, Josh Allen is the MVP.
after 1 week, yeah.
No. He's the former MVP that's going to be MVP again this year, probably.
I agree.
Well, he's the former MVP and he's the MVP after 1 week. Well, we got to see this season play out.
Hey,
I can't tell you how many times I hear
So,
this is the MVP after
Hey.
2 weeks.
but
or
are
3
you
weeks.
saying that? Because I understand what you're saying, but the Baltimore Ravens is a hell of a team that is going to go far in this NFL season. And minute 28 left in the game, no timeouts, and he took them 80
beat
yards.
them
Week 1, right?
with he didn't have any timeouts.
I know,
by the
I know,
way.
I get that.
Oh,
but to
no.
say he's going to win the MVP this year, that's
I just said he's the MVP.
he's the defending MVP
Until
sure.
somebody beat him, he's just like it's just.
Okay,
I don't want to say their name. I don't want to even.
Okay,
Two names
so-
I'm not going to say
So
today.
he's the reigning MVP.
Yes, there you go.
And let's pump the brakes before we anoint anyone the MVP for this year. That's all. I'm saying.
Wow, he's still the MVP right now.
And I think he's got a chance to win the MVP because he's a great
He's
player.
still MVP.
He's a great player.
He's
But
MVP.
the defending MVP, yeah, of course.
Yeah, just like the defending Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
You know, so you got
It's
to
his-
give
it's
him.
his MVP award.
It's
until
him to
he
lose.
loses.
It's his to lose. You know what I'm saying? That's not Richard getting excited and barking either. That's
Somebody must have brought
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out over there? Look at that. He heard Eric's BS and he started barking. That's not even me. I'm just letting Eric talk. The dog is tired of you though. He's barking at you.
all I'm gonna say.
He
is-
thought that other quarterback with a D starting his name was going to be discussed.
Yeah, we're
Dog
not,
was
not gonna
barking.
do it. Tell us to not do it. 'Cause,
Oh,
hey, Hey.
let's address the elephant in the room here.
Josh
Josh
played,
Allen.
played a perfect game.
I think Lamar Jackson could be an MVP this year too.
No,
Lamar Jackson does
No.
so much for that
Nah.
team.
Derrick Henry. See, come on, now you about to bring my fantasy love in. Derrick Henry ran. Did you see what he did?
Lamar.
Yes, he had a fumble,
Lamar Jackson.
but did you see what he did? No one stopping. I'm not going to call him. They call him something else. But I'm not
Lamar's
gonna
already
call him
won an MVP before, so he's capable of doing it again.
that. Derrick
Lamar
Henry.
has more
He got more help.
supporting cast
Yes.
than what
I get it.
Josh Allen's got.
I get it. I
Wow,
get
no,
it.
his running back's pretty good, but he's not Derrick Henry. You're right,
Right.
about that. You're right.
James
No,
Cook is a Pro Bowler,
yeah,
all
yeah,
pro.
but he's not Derrick Henry.
I mean, let's face it. But
he's not.
I'm just saying, let's pump the brakes on MVP talk after week 1.
Well, what do you think about the Vikings quarterback then?
JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, he was held. He was also held for 3 quarters, and then he put his cape on. He went to 2 quarters.
He's going to be the MVP this year.
He has a chance.
Yeah, he does, just like Josh Allen.
He has a chance.
you
It
know?
could be his year.
Right now, there's about 40 or 50 players that have a chance.
It might be his year.
It might be.
It might be his year. It might be the Vikings year.
It might be the Vikings.
It might
year.
be the Vikings.
Right
year.
now. Right now, it's still
If I was a
early
Viking
enough.
fan, I'd be saying it's our year.
It's our year. Yeah.
Yeah, because hey, we got a quarterback now.
I think there's only one team that's been eliminated.
That's almost a setup. That's almost a setup. You trying to set
I'm
yourself
not
up?
gonna do it.
The Panthers.
I'm not gonna
We're
do
gonna
it.
do the Panthers. The
Not gonna do
Panthers
it.
are.
Not gonna do
They
it.
might have, did they lose?
Not gonna do
I
it.
think they lost. The Panthers. I
I'm
think the
not gonna
Panthers
talk
are
about.
really.
I'm not gonna talk about no teams.
Exactly.
Right now. Everybody still has a chance.
Still everybody chance.
So, there's still a lot of football left to be played.
You must be talking about the Jets. Jets.
You're just bringing up a bunch of teams. I didn't say a word.
I'm just saying who lost.
Yeah.
Every team who lost, I don't think it might be their year.
Every team that lost. I mean, nah, man. Everybody's got a chance.
I don't think it's
I
their
remember
year.
back in 1993, the Cowboys went 0-2,
Oh,
and
he
they
did
ended
it.
up winning the championship. So
He did it.
I did it.
You
because
mentioned them.
You're
You
like,
mentioned them.
You're baiting me. So
I was not
I'm
baiting you.
taking
I
the bait.
gave you other
I'm
teams
taking
that
the
were
bait.
not.
I'm taking
didn't
the
win.
bait, and I'm making.
Exactly.
I'm
I'm
making
telling you
you
who
happy.
lost. Exactly.
Making you happy.
Nope, not going to
Make
do
me
it. I told you
happy.
not going to do it.
Make
Not
me
going to talk
happy.
about. There's two teams I'm not going to talk about. I refuse to. But hey, let's talk about the upcoming games.
Well, hold on. What y'all think about that lady that got her face smashed in at the Texans and Rams game in the stands? Did y'all
I
see her?
missed that one.
Oh
What
man,
happened?
she got busted up.
No, I didn't see that.
But
I didn't hear about that either.
I think Texans fans tend to talk a lot of smack. I don't know why. They've never won anything, but
They haven't.
They tend to talk a lot of smack in the stands, and
You're right. I have seen a lot of fights on TikTok about Texans.
It's
fans.
always the
because
Texans
they
drunk
think
fans.
they think that, I mean, they got that little man complex, the little brother complex. They don't get no respect in their own state, but they go every place and they're always getting whooped up on.
Well, it's
too.
their fault. They changed their name.
Yeah.
Well, the
organization.
Let's say the Tennessee Titans didn't allow them to keep the Oilers.
Again,
name.
hey,
That's Tennessee.
hey, again, they changed their name. They,
And
they left.
The ultimate thumb in your nose. You know what that is? When Tennessee wears the Oiler uniform.
They do the uniform.
Oh man, that
they still own the rights.
That
so,
burns Houston fans up. That burns them. That burns them so bad. I mean, they get so angry. You can actually feel the internet shaking when the Tennessee Titans wear those Oiler uniforms.
So who we got coming up? We got 9 minutes.
You got Washington at the Packers this week, the Giants and the Crybabies.
That's why they're America's team, because you can't just say the Cowboys. I sent y'all that text earlier too.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I was working today.
Yeah.
I actually worked
Bears
today.
and the Lions, Broncos, Colts, Eagles and the Chiefs will be a good game this week. Then you have Monday Night Football, the Bucks at the Texans and the Chargers at the Raiders. Am I missing any?
No, I got the Washington and the Packers. That's going to be game one to really start the week off.
Yep.
Sunday just going to be a Sunday fun day. Doesn't matter who wins or lose. And I think we got a good Monday night double hitter.
I'm excited for the Chiefs to get back on the winning track this week. I think the Chiefs,
I really want to sit down and get an opportunity to watch Baker Mayfield play.
Yeah.
I want to see him play. It's been a minute.
I love watching Baker play.
Because he's supposed to lose every game because he got drafted by the Browns.
He's supposed to lose every game, but somehow
because he got drafted by the Browns.
Yeah.
So he's not supposed to be good. Think about it. Tell me a quarterback outside of him who got drafted by the Browns is good. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
You can't. You can't. Even our guy, he got drafted by the Browns. Yeah.
And
Johnny Football.
Yeah, Johnny Football, baby. Kurt Tybee, legend.
Kerrville,
yeah. So again, I'm rooting for the guy. So I want to see him play the Texans.
Where did Ty Detmer get drafted to?
Ty
Detmer.
His brother went to the
I believe
Super Bowl champions.
Didn't Ty Detmer get drafted by the Browns?
Was at the
Super Bowl champion.
Saints, wasn't he?
No, he went to Super Bowl champions. We picked up the
Southwest High School's
no
pride and joy.
Nope.
Ty Detmer is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he went to the Saints.
Ty Detmer, I
think he went to the Saints. I think the Saints is one who picked him up, if I'm correct. Now I remember. I think he went to the Saints. BYU.
Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay picked him up first? Okay.
He was drafted by Green Bay. There you go.
And I think he played
for the Browns. That's what it was.
He played for the Browns? He played for the Saints too, didn't he?
Probably.
Nope.
No?
He played for the Packers 92-95, 96-97 with the Eagles, 98 with the 49ers, 99-2000 with the Browns, 01-03 with the Lions, and 04-05 with the Falcons.
He's actually coaching American Leadership Gilbert North right now. He's the head coach.
I think his dad or somebody's down in
His
Somerset.
brother.
Brother? Got it.
Brother Coy.
Dad was a longtime coach when Dad stepped away.
We should try to get old Coy on the show.
Good luck.
Oh, for real?
Good luck.
He don't do that. They don't do
I
that
don't, I
now.
don't know. We'll see. We'll try. I'll try anything once.
So Coy went to Mission High School.
He didn't go to Southwest?
Ty did.
Ty did.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's up on. He has his banner up on the of BYU.
Coy was drafted by the Eagles.
Yes, they have 7 guys, I think.
Since you're buddies with Drew Pearson and Tony Dorsett, you need to get them on the show.
Would y'all want them on the show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Did he do that?
He flicked me off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but did he do that?
Yeah,
Did he do that?
the whole
Hut, hut?
time. He
He
did
did
hut
that?
hut and he put his middle finger. You're number one, Tally. That's what he told
But
me.
he did the middle finger.
Yes, he told me I'm number one, but he gave me the other finger.
Did he do the
They
hut,
found
hut?
out.
Did
They
he do
found
that?
out I was a fan of the Super Bowl champions.
Did he do hut hut?
He did hut hut the whole time. Hut hut. Hut hut.
I told
They
you.
said, hey Drew, Tally's a Super Bowl. He loves the Super Bowl champions. Oh, he does? You're number one to me then. Just like that. I was like, oh wow. Really? What I'm supposed to say? I can't say nothing.
The original 88. You can't say nothing.
88, yeah.
Because how old is he?
Oh shoot. If he was in his prime in the 80s,
70s.
no prime like 30 years old, that football players in their prime like 30s, like a receiver. 30 to 33, I believe.
Remember, he caught the Hail Mary in 1975.
74 years old.
See, that's what I'm
74.
saying. Yeah, see.
Think you could take him? So he's
No,
74 years old.
He's still like he's still fit. He's like he's still fit. He still got it together.
That's why we won't.
And I get
when he
myself in
says
all
you're
kind of
number
trouble.
one.
I get in all kind of trouble.
That's like
That'd be so
that'd be
wrong.
like Happy
That'd be like,
Gilmore. That'd be like Happy
"Yeah."
Gilmore and Bob Barker. right?
Exactly. That was wrong in so many ways.
Oh man.
All right. Well,
Well,
how we looking on our
look-
special guest there,
Looking good.
Vic?
Yeah, nobody is in the
You're not there yet.
backstage area.
Okay. All right. So we'll just keep talking about the
Nobody's in
upcoming
the green
games.
room.
Well, and I'll reach out to a friend of mine and see if we can pull the tie Detmer thing. Because a friend of mine that
Get Cliff Kingsbury for us.
I don't know if I can pull that one off. But the
It's
friend
New
of mine,
Braunfels.
yeah, friend of mine was here, Kurt McEwen, and he was the backup to Ty when Ty won the Heisman at BYU.
Can you get us anybody from the
Yeah.
Oklahoma Sooners program?
I can reach out to a kid that was a Churchill graduate that played fullback at OU. I can reach out and see if I can get Dimitri Flowers.
I mean, we won't be
You
able to
gonna
get any
go over the
words in.
special guest's bio by any chance? You gonna give any of his accolades? Or I'm just asking. That's why I sent it to you, because I know you're like the most articulate of all three of us here.
So coming up,
But yeah, I'm saying once he gets in the green room,
hut,
hut, hut. I can't even do it right.
hut, hut.
You know I'm not a fan.
So who do y'all got this? Do y'all have Green Bay or Washington? That seems to be a good game.
So in that game, I'm leaning towards
It's at Green Bay.
just because I don't mind seeing those guys later, because I think we got to see them anyway. But I want Green Bay to win that game, because
yeah.
if Green Bay wins, and then the Super Bowl champions play them and win, then we have the what's it called over both. If we split, we'll have the tiebreaker over everybody. So that's why I need them to win.
Hey Vic, you got to tell these people not to eat hot wings out there.
You can smell the hot wings.
Man, I'm getting
No,
hungry.
no,
I'm
he
getting
can
hungry.
Watching.
Oh,
I'm watching.
He's
people eat hot
watching, and
wings.
he's
trust
like,
me, I've been thinking about them this whole time.
hey,
Yeah.
who you telling, man? I wasn't going to do no hot wings because it's late, and I wasn't supposed to eat past 8 o'clock. I'm going to break that tonight.
No hot wings while we're doing the show, fellas.
But I don't know. Chad made that burger look good too.
They did.
Burger
He
was
did.
good.
And thanks again to Southtown 101.
Yeah.
We're talking about their wings and
Bar
hamburgers.
and grill.
Bar and Grill, Southtown 101. If you're ever here off of St. Mary's and Parada Street, stop in, get yourself an order of hot wings. You'll be glad you did.
How was the fries?
The fries were good too.
And fries.
Fries were
If
good
you're watching your
because you had salad.
figure,
You
with
had
salad.
Yeah, I was a
With
salad.
Salad. It's green. Has some tomato in it. You know.
All right, so
There you
Coach
go.
Franco is back here. If y'all want to bring him up, just
There
let me
you
know.
go. Let's go.
All right,
Let's go. Let's introduce him. Let's go.
we got our new guest coming up right now. We got Coach Franco. Graduated from Fort Stockton High School, attended Angelo State, and earned a master's from UTPB in educational leadership. 25 years in coaching, 13th year at Southwest, 6th as his head coach. He led the Dragons to third round appearance in 2020 and 2025. This past year, we're undefeated district champs and lost in the third round by a TD in the last minute. Got a wife named Diana, wonderful wife with 2 kids, AJ, right? AJ and Camila. Named the 2026 San Antonio Sports All-Star Coach, and the game will be played in January in the Alamo Dome. Welcome to Coach Franco.
Hello, guys. Hey, thanks for having me. Can you hear me?
We can,
Yes, we
Coach.
can.
How you doing?
Doing good. Just, I'm a little bit on the edge right now. We had a JV White game here against Smith Valley, just wrapped up down here on our field, and 2020 ball game tie. Great ball game. Came down to the wire, but they got about 40-something kids. We had about 40-something kids, and we got a bunch of kids on a Wednesday night came over here and played football. And the fact that they got a JV White, we got a JV White, and we're able to play football. We're just giving a lot more kids opportunity, and I think that's the one thing that I'm most proud of. And I'm proud of our coaches for, Wednesday night is usually their date night. We kind of wrap up a little early, and that's the night to get to go home. But they stayed up here. They coached those kids hard. Just really, really happy right now. So thanks for having me. Sorry, I'm kind of long-winded right now.
No, that's great. That's awesome. I love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Coach, you guys are doing a wonderful job down there with your community. So to hear your excitement and now I think the fans and the people who watch the show and watch this know why I follow you, and it's such a true pleasure. And again, thank you again, man. Really, right after a game, you're here talking to us and just allowing the community to know a little bit more about you and what Southwest is doing and what the great things you guys looking forward to. So thank you again, Coach.
Oh, no problem. This is awesome. Anytime we get to talk about our kids and our community, sign me up. I'll give you as much time as you need.
And it seems even though Southwest is technically in San Antonio, whenever you go over there, it feels like a small town atmosphere.
Yes.
It's almost like the old Friday Night Lights, Odessa, Permian. That's that kind of community that you have there in Southwest, huh?
Yeah. So I'm going to cut you off and kind of. So I started my coaching career working at Odessa Permian. Crazy story that you just mentioned, Permian. Worked under those guys. Worked for a feeder, Bonham Junior High. Then I got a chance to work with that staff. I was actually there when they filmed Friday Night Lights. Got to do all that stuff. It was pretty cool. But then I coached at a small town 2A in West Texas. I think we had about 100 kids in the high school. Then I moved around all over the state. Ended up in the Coastal Bend. Then ended up here. And my wife was not really on board of us coming to San Antonio. The big city and all that. So I made sure that I found the most rural in country high school that I could find in San Antonio. And at the time we moved down on 1604, where that 1604 in Potranco, all there was an H-E-B and a Walmart out there. And I was like, honey, I can find you a place where there's less traffic. You can go to H-E-B, you can go to Walmart. And I convinced her to stay here. We're only supposed to be here a year on our way back to West Texas. And 13 years later, I'm still here.
Wow. I remember back in the day going out to Southwest, there was really nothing out there back in the day. Yeah. They had a little Rachel's Country Corner. It used to be a little grocery store, gas station, and they used to have a bison out there that you could see, and they had a bison in there just walking around, and that was the big entertainment when you would go out there back in the day when I was young.
Yeah, this is a great place. The superintendent is hands-on, the school board is hands-on. We're a big school district, but we treat people with small town values, and I think that's what draws a lot of coaches here. Yeah. And that's why when people get here, they stay here. Great place to work, great place to live, great place to send your kids to school.
Wow.
Coach, if I'm correct, you guys at one time were a 6A school. Am I correct?
That is correct. I think we were close to 4,000 students at one point, and then we opened up Southwest Legacy, and then that kind of brought us back down, to regular numbers where we're at now.
And I think that's the same problem East Central's running into right now. They're, the part of San Antonio they're at is like, just like Southwest, so and now they're grown so big that they about to get another school. So just wanted to kind of let everybody know that you were one time a 6A school.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So we're just going to jump into the questions, Coach, and then we're going to just ask. And again, man, whenever you want to stop us and tell us a little bit more, elaborate, please do. So
Yes,
I'll start it off with your team identity. How would you describe the identity of this year's Southwest Dragons team?
We're a team that's gaining momentum. We've had 2 games and we've been fortunate to have 2 wins against quality opponents. But I wouldn't really say that we've put 4 quarters together. And we're a team that our identity, and and people can watch our film and scout us, but our identity will always be to stop the run, on defense, take away their best runs, protect the deep ball, and make offenses do multiple drives on us, and both games, we've struggled at times defensively, but what they haven't done is hit us with the big play. We make them line up over and over and over again. Offensively, if you know anything about Southwest, we run the football. Lately we've become a little bit more spread, but we still want to run the football in a power game and our 3-back set, and then take opportunities offensively, with some play action. We got some playmakers on the outside, so that's really who we want to be. But we want to be a consistent football team where we give you 4 quarters and play, and we just haven't done that yet. But our identity is can we get better each week? And with this team, we have the potential to be really good. So if we just can get better each week, I think we're going to really like where we end up.
And thank you for allowing us to interview and talk with the young man Moxley. Great job. We gave him, the game ball last year, first game, because again, he had that 40-something yard run and the touchdown and all to go along with it. So he brought a lot of excitement for me and me watching you guys play, because you're not fibbing about that smash. Listen, if anybody's watching, he's not fibbing. They will run it down your throat every play if they can. So, hey, he's not lying to you, okay? He's telling you the truth.
Dorian Moxley is one of our team captains, straight A student, plays both ways of the football, will pound you on offense, plays outside linebacker, quiet, leads with his actions more than his words. But there's a couple of times in the locker room that he has had to raise his voice, and he doesn't do it very often. So there's a lot of impact when that young man speaks, and just a phenomenal human being, a phenomenal student, and what a great representation of our football team.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Dorian, who are some of the key leaders on your roster, and how do they set the tone for your program?
I really like our team. They elect our captains. I really like our captains. I mean, they're just all 4 of them are just really, really good. We talked about Dorian. Austin Diggs is another one that plays both sides of the football. And all of these guys that we're talking about are also multi-sport athletes. Dorian is a great track runner, regional qualifier in track. Austin Diggs is, he's probably going to start on the basketball team right now. Super athletic, but, just really works hard, really humble kid, looks really good, has all the measurables, but just carries himself in a professional manner. Ty Friesenhan, he's a staple of our program, blue collar, just has grinded every day in the weight room. He's a lineman, he kind of represents the lineman, super physical. You want to talk about a nice kid, comes from a great family, super nice kid, and has one of the nastiest demeanors on the football field. I absolutely love it. And then finally, Aiden Escobar is another kid that, he comes here as a freshman and he has worked his butt off every single day of the week. He's not going to show up in any stat sheet, but man, he's a constant force. Kids look up to him, and and they really lead by example.
And it sounds like you have some good leaders there. So how do you approach developing the young players, preparing them to contribute early and turning them into next year's leaders? How do you do that?
Well, I think good programs, what they have is they have a culture of consistency and success, and sometimes these programs that struggle to get off the ground and they get new coaches is the hardest thing is putting in a culture of success. And here, I've been blessed. I inherited 6 years ago a great program from Coach Elliott, Coach Wagner, and those guys, and they set the tone of what this program is about. We're going to live in the weight room. We're going to play smash mouth football, and we've had a lot of success. So when those freshmen come in and they see what we're able to do, they allow us to coach as hard and play a certain brand of football that you really can't play anywhere else. And to get that brand of football started is tough because, kids want to chunk it around. They want to do all these kind of things. But, what helps us is a success that we've had. So leadership is done by just continuing the tradition of this program. We've had a lot of success the last 2 or 3 years. We had a great senior class, lead, the likes of Tristan Quintanilla, Reagan Gonzalez, those guys that just graduated, Tyson Dean, Zarian Voss, and they just passed the torch on, that we're not all about just talk. We're about blue collar, show up, trust your coaching, trust the process. It's not about you. Sometimes, you're not getting all the flashy stats that other people are getting, but, we're going to win as a program. We're going to win as a team. So people believe in the leadership, our leadership, our seniors continue that tradition, and it's just, I'm so blessed to work here just because of all those factors going on around us.
I like the fact that the game I did come to, your first home game opener, how a lot of your alumnus came back to make sure you guys got that dub, and it was like, wow, okay, this Friday Night Lights thing is for real. Again, being from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, we had the atmosphere, but we didn't have it like this. We didn't, again, you got to travel, got to get in the car, get on public transportation to move around. But the way you guys do it is just so, man, it's family and it's a great atmosphere. Great atmosphere.
Yeah, a lot of places that I've coached at, the players come back, but they don't come back for 4 or 5, 6 years down the road. And here, man, they check in, they stay in touch with us, which we really like. We tell them that this is their home, this is their program, and we'll just take care of it for them. So it's great to see those guys every year come back.
So let's talk a little bit about player development. How do you approach developing young players and preparing them to be ready to contribute when their number is called?
Another staple of Southwest, we're a 5A program, and but we play both sides of the football, and it's not just lip service. They have equal amount of practice on offense and equal amount of practice on defense. And what that does is when we get a young man that's a freshman and he thinks he's a quarterback or he thinks he's a receiver, we don't limit them. We develop on both sides of the football. We move them around. We get creative. And I just think we do a really good job of putting our best 11 on the field and finding spots for them to play, and don't label kids for what they become. Like example, our JV White team has a bunch of sophomores on there and that just got after it. And one of those kids last year, he got a bunch of reps on the JV White team. Well, right now he's a starting linebacker for the varsity football team. And if he does not get those reps last year, I don't think he's starting this year, So right. We're all about developing that. We don't label kids and we don't let them label themselves, because those kids, when they come in, they don't even know what they don't know, and we tell them, you're a linebacker. Well, oh, coach, but I'm a running back. Well, yeah, you're a running back too, but you're also a linebacker, and like I said, we don't have any special sessions where, if you play running back and you don't want to practice, you're going to go practice defense. And after a while, they love it. They know that, we're trying to win and do whatever it takes to win. So that's how we develop players, and it's really worked out for us.
Awesome. When you're talking about your program culture, what values or lessons do you hope your players carry with them beyond football?
Well, yeah, we got a very specific. We want them. I'm in a meeting, guys. So sorry, guys. Like I said, they're bringing in some equipment for that game. We have some we're very, very, very specific, with our values. One of the things that we talk about is dealing with adversity. To me, the number one thing about football is your opponent's going to try to put you through adversity, and how do you deal with that? And then we teach them how to train themselves to deal with that adversity. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, is this live?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, let me shut this door.
Go ahead. Do your thing. You do your thing, Coach. You're good.
Sorry. So
Yeah. No.
That's called being a part of a high school football program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach with your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
There you go.
But so when we're coaching these kids hard, we try to find a life lesson that goes with it. We practice at 6:50 in the morning every day, and we talk about consistency. How hard is it to get up? Some days you don't feel like getting up. How are you going to deal with adversity? How do you train your inner voice to coach you up and say, hey man, it's time to go. It's time to get up. Let's go. So I still believe in the great game of athletics is here to save people, and teach people the values of hard work and being part of a team, and it's bigger than yourself. And we really, really, really lean on those things to have success. For example, we ask our kids 4 things when it comes to the classroom. Okay, we ask them, number 1, are you on time where you're supposed to be? Because being on time will help you have so much success. It'll be unbelievable. Number 2, when you get there, are you courteous? Are you polite? Are you answering yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir? And are you following the rules? Are you if you're not supposed to have your phone out, or if you're supposed to do this, are you doing those things? Okay. Number 3, are you putting yourself in a position to succeed? In other words, are you going straight to the back of the room, or are you sitting in the front? Are you sitting, by your friends that they're a distraction? Then the last thing is do you do all your work? And if a kid can answer all 4 of those questions, most of the time they're going to be passing their classes. And I tell them, if you do those 4 things in life, even with your spouse, if she tells you to be somewhere and you're on time and you do what she tells you to do, and then, you complete all the assignments she has for you, you're going to probably have a successful marriage. So our values is really teaching the game of football. How does it relate to your personal self? How does it relate to your life? If you're not happy with where you're at on your depth chart, have you taken self accountability? Have you asked yourself your own questions? Have I attended every practice? Have I given everything I got? So, like I said, we teach these kids how to deal with adversity and how to coach themselves with their inner voice. Our athletic director, Coach Wagner, has done a fantastic job of giving us the tools, giving us curriculum to help us teach those kind of things. And, and like I said, I'm a big believer that athletics teaches these young men the game of life.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. And we always try to figure out what the theme is for our show every week. And before you hopped on, we just went over this whole thing: happy wife, happy life. And then you talk about that. Now we know that my thing for this week, what I learned is
perfect.
Go home and make my wife happy.
Absolutely. Now she did text me, and I can show you the text. I don't know if I mentioned to her about this interview, and she texted me a little while ago, hey, what time are you coming home? So I'll have some explaining to do, but
Coach, we're gonna wrap this up. We got one more question.
We're not gonna keep you too long. Let's just say it's early season. What has been so far the biggest challenge that you faced this season, and how have y'all overcome that challenge? It's only been a couple games, but y'all are having some success. But there's challenges that come along the way.
Oh, no doubt. Our biggest challenge, and it's been so frustrating, is our inconsistency. I mean, we've had 2 football teams, first half against Harlandale, and then the second half versus Harlandale. And this past Friday, this first down, we go down 13-0 to Lockhart. And then the second half, we outscore them 21-6. So there's a lot of things that from a football standpoint, as a coach, you can see that the kids are not doing right. Maybe they're not preparing themselves that they should all week long. We have a bunch of sessions all week long, from meetings, from walkthroughs, from pass hole, run hole, team sessions. And sometimes our football team takes 1 or 2 of those sessions off a week just because it's hard. It's hard to have a full work week. We did not have spring ball this past year, so we've had to hit the ground running. And it is tough to play football at Southwest High School. And you talk about our 3 weeks of training camp and scrimmages, 2 football games. These guys are on week 6 of straight blue collar smash mouth football. So I know it's hard, but we have to keep getting better. And sometimes we feel like maybe they're not preparing, and we see them, they're bouncing off the locker rooms, they're doing all kinds of stuff pregame but it's their team and they have to learn. We're not going to turn our kids into robots. If they want to blast, Kedrick Lamar in the locker room and that gets them ready, then we're going to let them do that. We're going to let them be themselves. But, we are going to start maybe explaining to them a little bit the value of preparation and the value of a better week of practice. And because we are starting more sophomores than we've started here since I've been here, and I've been here 13 years, and those sophomores are on the field playing, and you can just kind of see their mistakes they're making. But a lot of people only see the mistakes they're making in the games. And
Right.
coaches, we see the mistakes they're making in practice, and we see the mistakes how they're handling their business. But those are things that we're going to work through them and get better. And once we start putting better weeks of practice together, then we're going to start seeing a more consistent approach in playing 4 quarters of football. So, but we come in here on the weekends, on Sundays, and we meet as a staff and we talk about the frustrations and this and that. But despite all those frustrations, we are 2-0, and that means something. And we're finding ways to win, and we're still getting better, and we're learning and growing. But 2-0 is 2-0, and in the state of Texas, 5A football, wins are hard to come by. So and that's super exciting for our team. That if we can clean that up, just how good in our potential, how good we can be.
Better than anyone, though, that it's always good to have things that you can coach them up on after games and still win the game. So you've been able to go 2-0 and you still got a lot of stuff you can coach them on. So that's a lucky guy right there. That's a lucky guy.
Yeah, but we look into their eyes after the game and they're kind of looking at us like, coach, we told you. We told you. And coach, we had it, but I'm deep down, I'm like, man, like, we need to be humbled, and sometimes, we need a good, humbling experience to really understand, because they don't know how good they're going to be. They don't know their potential. And, and these seniors, people talk about being young and inexperienced, and we have a lot of sophomores on our team, but these seniors don't want to wait for them seniors to grow up. They've done a lot of winning here. We got a district title to defend, and it starts for us on Friday against Laredo Nixon. These seniors, and those returning guys, they're fighting for a district title. And why show up? I think the district title this year is going to be up for grabs between a bunch of good teams, but it's not that I'm confident in the district title, but if you're not aiming for the top, then why are we doing this? And that's our goal, is to defend our title, make a deep playoff run. So, these kids need these younger guys to grow up fast and just trust the process a little bit more. And I'm telling you, this is the best week we've had of practice. And I look forward to us putting a more complete game together. I feel like we've put a half together last week. Maybe it's 3 quarters, maybe it's 4 quarters. If it's 4 quarters, watch out. It's gonna be pretty exciting. Now, is there a chance we take a step back? Well, yeah, with the young team we could. So get your popcorn ready. See you at Frazier Field, because honestly, we don't know what to expect with our guys.
Right.
We lost our starting quarterback, early in the game against Harlandale, and we've had a backup come in with 0 experience, and like I said, and then he went down against Lockhart, so we had a sophomore at quarterback, and he did a great job. We ended up scoring on that drive, and our other quarterback has done a good job. So there's all kinds of signs pointing in the right direction for the Dragons. Just like I said, just be patient, get your popcorn, put your green on, show up at Frazier Field, be loud, have a good time, because we might be down 2 touchdowns and come back and win it late, or you just don't know what's going to happen.
Fantastic.
That's it.
I'm ready to put my helmet on right now after listening to you. Let's go.
Yeah.
You need a left tackle or something? I'm ready.
Let's do it. How many snaps can you give me, though? I don't need 1 snap and then you're grabbing your hammy and running off the field.
I can't control that. I cannot control that.
I need at least 1 series. We're gonna run right behind you. So
I'll clear the way.
Yes, sir.
All right,
yes, sir.
Well, unfortunately, we got to wrap it up. But again, we would love to have you stop by a little bit more often, if you don't mind, especially if you're having a great season like I think you're going to have. And again, I can't, like I told the guys already, I can't make it this Friday, but I will be there next week. Making sure I'm reporting and covering you guys. But this week, unfortunately, to not cover you, I got date night with the family.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's my Friday. So we won't be there, but we'll definitely be watching Max Prep.
Well, Coach Talley, I got 2 things for you, man. Number 1, you talk about hope, a great season. Understand that wins and losses don't make a great season. The fact that we get to play football in this beautiful state. We have one of the most beautiful stadiums, in the country, and we get to see young people show up every day, compete, and just develop, their inner coach, and become a better human being. Win and losses doesn't define that. You know, our greatest victory will be 10 years from now when we see those guys be good fathers, you know, good husbands, you know, good employees, and just good members of society. So that'll be a great season for us. And you know, if we're able to get some wins, that's just icing on the cake. The other thing is, man, I'm glad that you stepped out of your 70-degree gym. You know, you basketball guys. You know, it's always air conditioned. You know, you get to be out here and sweat a little bit. You know, with the humidity, and especially at Dragon Stadium with them mosquitoes. You know, man, I'm so proud of you guys, man, for coming out and supporting the great game of football. I'm a basketball guy as well. I love basketball. Go Denver Nuggets. You know, man, just. You know, athletics is the one great thing in this world that we still have, man. And when you guys, you know, supporting kids and doing what you're doing, man, we're so thankful for you guys. Appreciate it.
Well, again, we need great coaches like yourself that open the door for us and just allow us to, again, put the platform for the kids. That's what it's for.
Yep.
So we thank you. Again, like I said, man, we would love to have you on, regardless of how your season goes. But I think you're going to have a great season. I really do. And I'm being very optimistic. I know you said it's not about the wins and losses, but seeing you chase that title this year and actually me on the sidelines is going to be fun. So
absolutely. Thank you, guys.
And send your wife our apologies for keeping you
a
little bit late.
Yes.
And just give her a good gift and tell her like, subscribe, and share.
I have the perfect coach's wife, man. She gets the game. She understands it. Been married to her 23 years.
There you go.
Beautiful. Just does a great job for us. Great job for our family. Just the perfect woman.
Yes.
Well, thanks again, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, no problem. See you guys.
All right.
See you.
Let's jump right into final thoughts because
what a great
close
interview,
on
that was
time.
wonderful.
That was perfect. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be right there.
Yeah.
Let's jump right into
Final thoughts. I think he hit the nail on the head. You started it. Happy wife, happy life. Make sure we're taking care of the family at home as much as we are our families at work.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm going to just piggyback on that. You know, just enjoy every minute. A lot of you kids are like Dylan, like Ryan. A lot of you kids out there are in your senior year. And I got to tell you, just enjoy every minute of it. Don't miss any football games. Don't miss your senior prom. Don't miss none of that stuff. Enjoy it. You're going to remember these times of your life forever. And then on top of it all, take care of yourselves, take care of your bodies, take care of your nutrition, get all the rest that you need, and just go out there and have a great senior year. And then all the rest of you kids, look up to those seniors.
There you go. Let's piggyback off what Coach Franco said. He made a really good point. And I do make it about the wins and losses, but at the same time, I'm a little wrong for that because it's not about the wins and losses. It's about that's why I give coaches a lot of credit because they have a selfless job. And with that selfless job, they spend a lot of time with these young people and trying to make them better people for the society of today. So he's absolutely right. It's not about the wins and losses, but it is about developing great minds and having our young people come back and you know, because eventually we're all going to get old. So help us out and make sure what we gave them, they turn out to the world to be better.
Point them in the right direction.
That's all we want to do. So you're right, Coach. And that's my thought of the week.
Yep.
So thank you, guys.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share.
And hit the bell.
And hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
And just in case anybody hasn't told you this today, we love you. We're out.